it's only just beginning to sink in that this is my 5th year of Summer in the City now. It's a marker of just how far I've come in that time, but also just how far I've still got to go. Alright folks, Summer in the City began as a small outdoor gathering for a few dozen people in a park in central London in, oddly enough, the summer of 2009. Fast forward to the year I first went in 2015, and the event moved to London's glitzy Excel Conference Centre in the heart of the Royal Victoria Docks, where it's remained ever since. Today, Social in the City, or SITC, proclaims itself the UK's largest and longest running online video event, with something for everyone who has an interest in online video. But what's it like to go to SITC if you've never been before, or if the current pandemic has frazzled your mind so much that you need a little refresher? Well, to try and find out, I turned the clock back to 2019 and my experience with the 2 events that were held that year. For those not in the know, SITC is part amusement park, part meet and greet event, part conference/craft fair, part panel extravaganza, and goodness knows there's an awful lot of those to get through, and part live concert. Now, central to its focus is the sense of community, the friends you make along the way. Although, just to get them out of the way, here's me meeting Jessica Calgren-Fazard, here's me meeting Luke Cutforth and giving him a box of grapes.
Should I try some?
No.
And here's Daniel J. Layton in a funny mixture.
That actually tastes really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's just sugar and butter and coke. Custard, good. Jam, good. Beet, good.
Just did a meet and greet with Jack, mate. Got the poster to walk with. Gave a slightly more unusual gift for the photo op. A box of grapes.
There we go. Right. You ready? If it isn't real, it isn't right. One more. If it isn't real, if it's YouTube.
Here's Tomska attempting to do the whisper challenge.
It's the boy. If it isn't real, doing a little dance. If it isn't real. One more. If it isn't. If it isn't real. If it's a boy. If it's a boy. If it isn't a boy, it's racist. If it it's racist. If it isn't real. If it's assault, no. If it isn't real, rewind.
I thought events like this might be as good as it got.
Incest.
But then something remarkable happened.
Lillian was speaking in the niche panel a short time ago, and I had said I make things in cats and personal finance, and the whole room went, what? Including me. So please, would you care to elaborate on the story?
I kind of got into personal finance because I was like the friend that was calm and could explain taxes and 401ks in a way that wasn't terrifying for people.
Do you want to do this now?
Oh yes.
Yeah, just do it all at once. Let's go around here. So, I'm Curious James here at Summer in the City 2019, and basically I do videos on 2 branches of things. One is I ask lots of people different things because I have loads of curiosities. Currently up on my YouTube channel is why does multiplying a negative number by another negative number make a positive number? I have never understood it. Honestly, I still don't quite get it, but I got the professor to explain it to me.
Can you explain what your channel is about for me?
Hi, I'm Lillian. My YouTube channel is Anomaly, and most of what I do is actually a radio show called Oh My Dollar, where I use cats to explain personal finance.
That's right. Sorry, what was that?
Cats to explain personal finance.
Cats to explain personal finance. How did you get
fiscal management. I'm so American.
We just had a power cut, sorry. It wasn't the room going into shock because of the...
From there, the 4 of us, James, Fanny, Lillian and myself, went out to explore some of London's nightlife, including this quirky Shoreditch bar, in which we did a little bit of drinking and vlogging. Some shots were better taken than others.
I want to see a menu on this, and I want you to pick it up to reveal that it's a book.
Okay.
Okay? So, yeah, an action.
and then up some more so I can see the face.
Dave was like, I know, you said to me.
So I can see its face.
Oh, its face.
Beautiful. Yeah. So
Oh, not mine.
It's not mine.
It was the perfect high point to end the event, but how would its new winter counterpart, with a date that didn't technically exist, fare by comparison? Good morning and welcome to the freshly renamed Social in the City Winter Edition 2019. Formerly known, of course, as Winter in the City, but we'll gloss over that. And because there's even the merest hint of Christmas, apparently it's November, so it has to count now. There's a tree for you. Behind me, you might be able to see the cut off in Downey J. Layton. Accidentally broke myself into pinning off some of Luke's stuff on the wall. So not quite the start to City I was expecting, but a nice one nonetheless. The whole point is that it's about the community, less so about the screamers who chase certain stars that you might be able to hear behind me. It started well, but then things seemed to go wrong. A pretty muted day one to start off this City. Wasn't quite sure what to expect, but to be honest, I'm feeling slightly disappointed. Apart from meeting a few quote-unquote famous faces, which was very nice, there's not an awful lot going for it, really. It felt like that sense of community and camaraderie had been hollowed out. Nowhere demonstrated that more graphically than the finale with Emma Blackery, which ended up looking like this. Well, I would say that Emma Blackery performance was the best bit of the whole show. It's just such a shame that there weren't more people there to watch it. I mean, seriously, I was in the front row. There were barely two rows of people there. Now, do you want to be in the vlog?
Just, why not?
Yeah, sure. Hello.
Hello.
So that's another person in the vlog. One event had clearly been better than the other, but both experiences had given me a lot to reflect on. What should I take away from all this? And what did all this mean? In closing, I make 3 observations. 1, be prepared. 2, be friendly. And 3, be joyful. First, be prepared. Bring food and drink for nourishment, especially water, because of the risk of dehydration. Bring something to carry stuff in, like, for example, a carrier bag, because there's always a chance you may get shopping fever, or people at stalls giving you stuff for free in the hope that you'll buy more stuff from them later. And don't forget about accessories, not just screens like this one, obviously, but also things like makeup, books, even knitting paraphernalia if that's your sort of thing, which can be particularly useful while you're, say, waiting for a panel to start or you're in the line for a meet and greet event. If you're that dedicated to someone, you could even knit them a nice new hat. Although I would just say that if you are giving any gift to someone at an official meet and greet, make sure that the item is clearly visible and unwrapped, so as not to cause too much of a fuss. And of course, I don't need to remind you that COVID protocols are very much still a thing. It's likely the vast majority of attendees will not be wearing a face mask, but everyone who attends will be expected to either be double vaccinated or have a recent negative lateral flow test or have developed immunity from COVID. More details through the link in the description. 2, be friendly. Say hello to people or express a common interest in something with them. I know it's not exactly the forte of us internet introverts, but at least it's a start. If you're meeting a creator you recognise from online and are not quite sure what to say to them, take a few seconds to think about one thing you particularly enjoy about their content, or a video that they made that you found particularly helpful. And if you just happen to come across a creator in the course of walking about, make the choice to do say hello or don't. Please try not to loiter around or stalk them, because it creates the very opposite impression of the one you're trying to convey. And finally, most importantly of all, be joyful. I know that the panel schedule and meet and greet ballot makes it look like it's regimented, but it really isn't. This is your playground to explore as you wish. If you miss out on one event because you're too busy enjoying yourself or something else, don't worry about it. It's all part of the fun. In essence, this is your opportunity, our opportunity, to have some escapism, to be creative, to explore, to be fascinated, to be entertained, to be social. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at Sitsy.